So you may have been one of the lucky ones who just ended up picking up an iPhone 14. Now, pre-orders went up today, and you're probably watching this the day after I'm recording it. And here's the biggest thing to keep in mind. The iPhone 14s are not coming with a SIM card slot. Now, the whole entire premise of basically why I probably would be a little hesitant of even recommending an iPhone 14 right now is because of the timeline of how many people are going to be buying an iPhone 14 and the SIM card to eSIM process. Now, for a lot of people out there, I'm sure if you make your way over to your settings application of your current iPhone, and if your iPhone supports eSIM, you may have the ability within the cellular option of settings to actually convert your SIM card over to an eSIM, card, which is essentially a QR code you can scan. You can also input the, details manually, but for people like myself who haven't converted to an eSIM, and when I make my way over to my actual iPhone settings, I don't get the option to convert to eSIM through my specific iPhone. I have to actually go ahead and contact my carrier, and you'll have to go through either in person or over the phone and basically get a QR code or get that eSIM sent to you so you can input to your iPhone 14. Now, the reason why this is important right now is basically because so many people are going to be getting their hands on the next generation iPhones that if a ton of people are ending up contacting Apple saying, hey, I need to go ahead and, convert to eSIM, they're going to direct all those people to their carriers. So if you have AT&T or if you have Verizon or you have T-Mobile, you're going to have to contact those specific carriers in order to actually, convert your SIM card to an eSIM. So that is number one. The wait period that you will probably have to wait is going to be completely crazy just because you're going to have to wait, in line for everyone to convert their SIM card to an eSIM. Now that is number one. The second thing is, if you are in the US, that is basically what's entailing for you. If you're outside the US, you don't have to worry about this. You can just pick up an iPhone, and iPhone 14 or 14 Pro, and you can basically utilize that SIM card that you could have used before. And I've been reading on Reddit, and it looks like there are some countries that have dual SIM card slot iPhones, which is even crazier. But in the US, we are not getting that, which is very unfortunate. But I've also heard a lot of stories that if you're going from, one country to the other, basically if you're coming from US, to an outside country, well then chances are if you're wanting to convert to an eSIM, you have to make sure that that country has eSIM technology. You have to make sure that country has, several different or at least one eSIM, carrier in that specific country if you don't want to go ahead and pay the crazy fees of, roaming around the world with your cell provider. So I know a lot of people who ended up, going to a different country, they ended up utilizing a SIM card there and going from there. But in this case, you will have to make sure that country has eSIM and, hopefully a good provider there that the way you don't, just pay us so much money into roaming fees for your specific carrier. So those are some things I wanted to let you guys know before you actually end up buying them. I would probably even recommend converting your SIM card to an eSIM beforehand, maybe a day before, or maybe not a day before, maybe like an hour before. That way you can, you can hit the ground running when you actually pick up your iPhone 14. So that pretty much covers that up. If you have any other thoughts or questions, let me know in the comment section below. Hit the like button, that would mean so much, but definitely hit that subscribe button. More important than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out till then.